Hi, welcome to another installment of 30-second concerts behind the scenes. In this episode, learn about the recording process and how the recordings actually get made. I record all of these concerts on my iPhone using the Acapella app, which is an app that allows me to record up to 9 tracks and mix them, and I can do that for up to 30 seconds for free, hence 30-second concerts. What else do I need in order to do this? I need a tripod, somewhere to hold the camera so that I can actually play the instruments. I need my laptop, which has the sheet music on it. I need this long extension cord to hook up an old pair of iPod headphones that have a microphone on them. The app only works well with something hardwired to it. And when I first started out, I was literally using a 3-foot cord and it was getting in the way all the time. So that's why I have this giant extension cord. So once I've got all of the things that I need together, I can finally start recording. When it comes time to record, there's typically an order in which I approach it. I learned very early on to start with the percussion parts to lay down a good rhythmic bass, then to add to that any tuned percussion, so things like glockenspiel, xylophone, those sorts of things help me then to have a pitch in which I can anchor to with the other instruments, right? I learned very early on, I used to record all the recorder tracks first, then start adding the other stuff later, and it was always problematic from an intonation standpoint. So I feel that I get recordings that are more in tune one part to the next if I start with that tuned percussion first. As the arrangement I'm using for this video doesn't really have a drum part per se, I'll start with my tuned percussion. I'll start first with my glockenspiel, then I will add xylophone. With my tuned percussion recorded, I'll go ahead now and add the bass part. I don't always do the bass part next. Sometimes I'll do the inner voices so I have something to anchor that bass to. The bass being the one instrument that really has the most fluctuation in intonation. So by not going straight for the bass part, I can hear some of the other parts against it and better get the intonation and place the notes properly. Now that that bass part is laid down, I can go ahead and add the next part, which is a tenor part. Now that the bass and tenor parts are laid down, I can go ahead and add the middle voices, which comprise the accompaniment. And that is made up of an alto and a soprano. Now that all the accompaniment is in, we can go ahead and start adding our primary voices. In this case, I have 2 primary voices, an alto and a soprano. In this arrangement, this alto part has little to do. In the full arrangement, it actually has a lot more to do and functions as a second primary voice. So I go ahead now, I'll add the alto and then the soprano on top with the melody. With all of that recorded, I'll now go back and add that boom whacker part. The recording of Happy Birthday you just listened to has all the parts now, but it still needs to be mixed. It needs adjustment in levels so that certain parts go further in the back, other parts are more toward the front. Specifically in this recording, I think you'll notice in about bar 3 or 4, there is a loud clicking. That's me accidentally hitting the microphone as I'm trying to put a castanet in my pocket. In the mix, I will mix that part down so that that noise disappears more into the background. But that is what a fully done but uncompleted video sounds like. And now here is the final edited version, and I'll show you the screen that I use in order to do that. that is how a 30-second concert gets recorded. Again, thank you so much for watching the channel. I really appreciate everybody's support. I do hope you find these videos enjoyable, educational, all of the above. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. Take care.